Let me ask you guys a quick question because I feel like a lot of y'all can relate. Why the fuck do most of my games on Black Ops 6 start like this? Check this out. Game in progress. Of course, it's always a game in progress. Teams getting blown out. They got streaks in the air. And oh my god, I actually got killed by the watchdog helo. Every time I call that shit in, it flies around for 30 seconds until somebody shoots it down from the enemy team. And now we're spawn trap. We got these Master Prestiges that are going ham, laser beaming everybody. Look at this shit, man. Diamond camo, dark matter too, all over the place. I'm noticing a lot. You guys know I got the new monitor and I'm not having a problem gaming on it. It's just when I'm recording, I'm noticing some problems there. So I'm playing this game a little more than I normally would. Well, I wasn't really playing it at all for the last little bit. But oh my goodness, the amount of dark matters in my lobby. Call of Duty, you trying to tell me that like 90% of the player base has dark matter? Nah, you're full of shit. It's this toxic, crusty matchmaking. And we don't have a chance of winning that game. We don't have a chance of doing anything. So you know I'm not going to stay in that shit. Dude, I'm telling you, I just got to start reverse boosting. Or 2-boxing, 4-boxing, 8-boxing, 9-boxing. Whatever these cats are doing now, I got to start doing that shit. Why not, right? I've gotten accused of it enough. I should just start reverse boosting to get away from this bullshit. Because I'm telling you, over here in Black Ops, like, we've seen this problem before. We've seen it in Call of Duties before. A lot of people rage quit, whatever, the matchmaking. I get it, right? It just seems a whole lot worse over here in Black Ops 6, man. And let's say I hop on for 10 games. More than half of those games will be games in progress where you do not have a chance. And dark matters all over the place. These dudes are laser beaming you, zero recoil, perfect accuracy, perfect everything. And there's just nothing you can do. You're spawn trapped, usually on Nuketown. And I'm in the 6v6 kill confirmed playlist, by the way, but I'm usually thrown into a game in progress, spawn trapped on Nuketown. They got all the streaks. They got all the camos. They got everything, man. These Master Prestiges. I'm telling you, man, I just got to turn into a reverse booster and start exposing these bitch-ass goofy exposers. You know, the ones that cry and complain every day about the matchmaking and COD, but then they cry and complain about the people who circumvent it. Yeah, we should just start reverse boosting and exposing these bitches back. It's pretty sad that we have to contemplate this just to try to get a fair gaming experience in Call of Duty 2025. It's pretty sad that we got to contemplate this just to try to get around stupid matchmaking in a regular pub. Like, dude, we're just talking about pubs, man. We ain't talking about nothing else. We're just talking about fucking pubs, bro. This shit is ridiculous that we have to contemplate this. But just to get a fair gaming experience, if you're hopping on for 10 games and 5, 6, 7, possibly even 8 of those games are games in progress where you don't have a chance, where you're up against a whole team of scumps and they got you spawn trapped with dark matter camos all over the place. Like, they got dark matter coming at their ass and shit. Like, dude, no. Only an Activision Knobgoblin scrotum licker is going to try to defend that. Talk about how that's fair. Dude, even true skill-based matchmaking is never going to be fair in these games because we're talking about the internet. We're talking about connections. Connections go out the window when you got true skill-based matchmaking. Because everybody in my region, you're not going to find identical players to me to fill out a lobby in my region. You have to go beyond my region. Now we're talking about ping. Now we're talking about connections. There's no way that Hutch, stupid ass Hutch, or any of these nerds, these Activision soldier nerds, straight up exquisite nerds, there's no way that they can ever spin it where it's ever actually going to make sense to me and make a case that it's fair for gaming in a pub, because we're always talking about connections. But if you guys haven't figured it out, no, I'm only playing about reverse boosting. The only reason why I'm not reverse boosting is for the reasons that I've said in many videos already. I don't have time for it, bro. And I'm not a gameplay channel. If I was a gameplay channel, if you're coming to my channel looking for nuke gameplays and beastly gameplays every single video and all that, then yeah, I would probably think about it a lot more. I'm not a gameplay channel for one. You guys don't come here for great gameplay. You guys come here just to hear my thoughts on whatever. I talk about this, talk about that. Like, you guys aren't here for that gameplay, but I just don't have the time. Like, my normal day-to-day, I got time to get on, play a couple games. That's it. Like, I ain't got time to go sit there and blow myself up or whatever it is these dudes do to reverse boost. I don't got time to go grab another console and hook it up and do all that. But dude, I ain't got the time for that shit. So would I, if I had the time, would I reverse boost? Abso-fucking-lutely, man. The dark side? Oh, we turning the dark side into the light side. I'd be over here reverse boosting all day, every day if I had the time and if I was a gameplay channel. I'm none of those things. I'm just a regular, average Joe dude with a job, and I do this on the side, who's tired of calculated, inorganic, pro MLG tournaments out here in a pub at the expense of your connection, and what's supposed to be a quote-unquote fair gaming experience is anything but. I'm tired of this shit, and a lot of you guys are too, and maybe that's why we're seeing so many more people leaving these games, why we're getting thrown into games in progress so much more, it seems like, over here in Black Ops 6. But it begs the question, does it actually do anything? All these people leaving these games, does it actually do anything with the matchmaking? Well, as you guys know, we've been testing with this new monitor, having a little bit of problems with the recording, so we've been playing a little bit more than usual, and I might have an answer to this. So as you guys know, I mentioned this a few times now, I upgraded my monitor. Well, I downgraded the resolution. I went from a 4K to a 1440p, but my old joint was 60 hertz. This one here is 180 hertz, better response time, just better for gaming, should be better for recording, but for some reason, like, the gaming is fine, man. Everything is great. Response time is great. There's no lag there on the monitor or anything like that, but when I'm recording, even though my equipment is more than capable, I've been having nothing but problems with the recording, man. And looking at OBS, my CPU usage is like under 2% consistently. Like, there's no stress or strain on my computer. My external capture card at this resolution, at these frames, is more than capable. Plus, it has pass-throughs and shit. I got FreeSyncs and VSyncs on and all that. And I couldn't figure it out. So for a while there, I was adjusting different settings. I was tweaking this, tweaking that. And then I would try, like, recording a couple quick games, like how I would just going for gameplay for you guys. I would jump on for a quick game, try out a different setting, record a different game, see how it turned out. And I wasn't figuring it out. But what I was doing, though, when I was getting into those lobbies where you're being suffocated, you're being strangled, you got Activision's meaty hands right around your throat and shit, they bending you over, manipulating the fuck out of you, I would just leave those games. And if I was thrown into a game where you can actually breathe a little bit, something that felt like OG COD, just a normal COD lobby with normal people in there that don't know life Call of Duty all day, every day, and they just sweat balls to the wall all day long for 12 to 18 hours a day on Call of Duty. They live, breathe, sweat, shit, sleep Call of Duty. When I was finding those lobbies with those normal people, even if I wasn't having a good game, those would be the lobbies I would stay in. Even though I was done with my test, I would stay in and finish out those lobbies. I could finish that game 13 and 12. Didn't have a good game at all, but it was a normal lobby with normal people, so I stayed in there and finished it out. All the gameplays that I was thrown into when I was testing out this monitor with the recording, where it was a pro MLG tournament, calculated, inorganic, I dipped, like, immediately. As soon as I realized what it is, gone, done. Like you guys seen in the intro, we're out, man. I ain't staying in that bullshit, bro. And I've noticed now with my last couple of sessions, my lobbies are still pretty sweaty, man. The matchmaking over here is, dude, it's toxic as fuck. It's debilitating. This matchmaking is ridiculous, man. I can't even believe this is a thing in 2025 in a public match. Like, it's just insane. But I'm definitely noticing a difference there. Like, if you get your win-loss, if you tank your win-loss, it seems to open it up a little bit more. I'm finding more normal lobbies than I did before. I've definitely noticed a difference there, man. I could breathe a little bit more on the regular. And I think I got this recording shit figured out now as well, too. After upgrading those HDMI 2.1 cables, it seems like I do notice a little bit of lag here, which is very weird because I should not be lagging at all with the internet that I have and the equipment that I have. But it seems the original cable was defective because most of the problems that I was having before, they're gone. They disappeared. And all that testing I was doing, leaving all those games, I've just noticed way more normal lobbies now than I did before. I got one of those grandfather Call of Duty accounts, man. They don't treat me too good over here, and I don't buy bundles. I've never bought in a bundle. Yeah, they're not kind to me with the matchmaking. So just seeing some of the lobbies that I've been seeing, it's wild, man. It's definitely noticeable, and there's no way in hell they toned down that matchmaking. Oh, that EO matchmaking, that's on point. That's skill-based. That's on point. There's no way they'd turn down that shit. Or maybe with this new monitor, brought your boy up a little bit. Put your boy on level playing field with all these giga super sweats that know life this game for 18 hours a day, and they try hard the entire time they're on the game. Maybe this monitor turned your boy into a sweat. All those lobbies that didn't seem breathable before, all of a sudden they seem a little bit more breathable now. I'm noticing those lobbies you can breathe in a little bit more. Maybe it's just because my game has improved with this monitor. Who knows, man? But like all these calculations and things that you got to think about, like actually contemplating tanking your win-loss just to get a little bit more normal lobbies. The fact that we got people out here religiously reverse boosting and two-boxing and stuff like that to circumvent it just shows you how ridiculous this matchmaking is. And it's killing this franchise, dude. It's killing gaming. All these developers think they need to protect the noobs and hold their hands and all this shit, and all these noobs expect it at this point. They've been coddled and babied for so long, they expect this shit because they're weak and they're soft and they absolutely suck at these games. And instead of actually just naturally improving organically, no, they expect to be protected while they complain and cry about seasoned players complaining, telling everybody to adapt and get good, when really it's them, the ones that need to adapt and get good. That's what we all did. But anyways, that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Does leaving games actually do anything? I think it might. But I think it comes down to precision and patterns. Once you notice them patterns, that's when you leave them games. Don't just leave every game when you notice them patterns. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you on the next one.